Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'll be making beautiful abaya bubu dress. So guys, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, click on the bell icon to be notified anytime I upload a new video. So you can use any fabric of your choice. So the first thing I will do is to fold my fabric into two. This is cut together with sleeve. Okay, it's a straight dress. For my armhole, it's not necessary. I'm not using armhole because it's cut together, but I just want to use it to determine where I want my sleeve to start from. So my armhole is 8.5, half length 17.5. From here I'll go ahead and measure the 9 inches for the hips. So this is where I'll be placing the measurement. For the length of the dress, I'll make it 61 inches. Okay, now from this point I'll take my first thing is my shoulder. My shoulder is 7.5, that is 15 inches. From this point I will mark the armhole, which is 8.5 inches. Then my bust point is, that is 1.5 inches width. If you add 1.5 to 8.5, okay, we are having 10 inches. Half length 17.5. Then under it I'll measure 9 inches for the hip measurement. Then at this point, from my bust point, I'll mark my bust measurement. Okay, my bust measurement is 37 inches. Divided into 4 will give me 8.25. This is 8.25. Then I'll add 3 inches. Let me make it 2.5 inches. You can make it 3 inches depending on how free you want it to be. My waist measurement is 7.5 inches. That is 34 divided by 4. That is 7.5 plus 2.5 inches. Yeah. Okay. Then my hip measurement is 39 inches. Divided into 4 will give me 9 points. I will use the last line before 10. It's almost 10. But I'm using that line. Then I'll go ahead and add 2.5 inches. So whatever I have here, I'll take it down to the hem line. So I will join it to the down part. So if you want it to be more full at the down part, instead of making exactly what we have at the hip line, instead of making it exactly, you can go ahead and extend it maybe like 15 inches. Okay, that is optional if you really want it to be full, just like a shape. So I'll extend it by 15.5 inches, but I don't want it all straight. And this is the hip line, so I'll take it. Then after that, we now come to the neckline. Now the shoulder is 7.5 inches. That is 15 divided into 2. I want the sleeve to have a trumpet shape. Okay, I don't want it to be fitted like that. I want it to have flare. Okay, what I will do, the first thing I will do is to take off the shoulder slope from this point here. This is 7.5 here. Okay, for the neckline I will use 3 inches. I don't want it wide. I'm using 3 inches here. Now you can make it 3.5 if you want. If you want it to be a bit open, and make it 3.5. Now from this 3.5, I'll then join it from the shoulder slope 2 inches. You can see that. Okay. Then from this point, I'll determine my sleeve size. I'll use 12 inches. This is 12 inches. Okay. Remember the armhole here is 8.5 inches. Okay. Then from this point, I will go ahead. The same 12 inches I made it. This is 12 inches. This side, I will reduce it by 10 inches. You can do it 9.5 depending on how you want it to come out. 9.5. Join the 9.5 to the 12 inches, like so. Okay, at this point, I'm no longer using the armhole, I'm using the bust point, which is 10 inches. From the 10 inches, you can see this is the 10 inches from this one. Now we'll make a curve here just to balance the shape here. Okay, go ahead and make a curve and see the shape. So I'll go ahead and cut out. Then the main body of the dress. You can see the extended side. Okay, I'll go ahead and cut it. So you can see the shape. Then I'll go ahead and fold it and place it on another fabric to cut out the second side. Now I've placed it on the second fabric. So the fabric is stretchy. I'm cutting the same for the back. It's not having any slit nor zipper. Okay. For the down part, I will mark 3 inches. I want it curved. Okay. So I'll go ahead and make a curve. Now I've cut out both the front and the back pieces. You can see it. So for the neckline, I'm using 3.5 inches here. That is the length of the neckline. Then for the depth, I'll use 4 inches for the front, while 2 inches for the back. Okay. You can see that I've curved it out. This for the back, while this is for the front. We have gotten for the front and the back neckline. So I folded my sequence into two. You can see I folded it. It will serve for both front and back pieces. Okay, for the length I'm using 8 inches. Now I'll first of all use the back one because the sequence will be for both front and back. because of the neckline, so I will go ahead and trim off the front depth later. Okay, so I will use the back. So this is what I will use and turn the neckline. I'll be using my sequence to turn the neckline. Okay. Okay, so I'll go ahead and trim off this loop here. So I'll go ahead and cut off the neckline. So you can see this is the front neckline. I have to recut it. Okay, by the time I cut it, I will open it up for you to see. Place it on the neckline. This is how it will look. So this is how it will be on the dress. You can see what I will do. I'll face the sequence on the wrong side. I'll face the right side facing each other. I'll face the sequence from the back like this. I'll place the front so that after sewing round, I'll turn it over. It will not stay like this. Then I'll go ahead and use this lace trimmings and top stitch. Just go ahead and top stitch on the sequence like so. After top stitching, so this is how it will look. The next thing I'll do, the same thing I do to the front, I will do to the back, but the lace trimmings will not be at the back. For the back, I'll just have to fold it like so. Just fold it in and top stitch for the back. Okay. So after top stitching, the next thing I'll do, I'll just join it at this shoulder. Remember, we have turned the neckline. The same thing you do to the front, you do it to the back. After turning the neckline, what we'll do on this, then go ahead and attach this. Okay, at the two sides. By the time we join it at the shoulder, it will be wider. I'll join it. The same thing I do to this side, I'll do to the other side. After which I'll face the right side together, then close it up and hem it. The dress is very simple and easy to make. Okay, so I'll go now and do all this thing I say. I'll just turn the neckline, top stitch on this sequence with these lace trimmings. You can see. After which I'll do the same to the back. Then I'll join it at the neckline, fix the lace trimming at the hand side. Remember, we'll fold it in with 1/2 inch. Okay, just have to fold it in, then top stitch with the lace trimmings. Then face the right side together, close the two sides and hem the down part. So guys, you can see I've attached the leg. So I've turned the neckline. You can see I turned it with the lace fabric and I went ahead to top stitch. This is the back while I top stitch with the lace trimmings at the front. Okay, and see how it looks. And this is the sleeve. For the sleeve, I'll go ahead and fold it in like so. So I'll just go ahead and top stitch at this. If you want, you can fold it in, but the mouth, the fabric is not fragile. You can see it's not removing. So you can go ahead and top stitch on it. Just top stitch like so. Now I will do the same thing to the second one. So I'll go ahead and top stitch on this, after which I will fold it. So after top stitching with that lace trimmings, I'll just go ahead and click. So guys, you can see I've fixed the lace trimmings at the mount of the two sleeve. Okay, what I will do then is to join it together. The last thing is to close up the two sides using 1 inch. Okay, we added 2.5 inches, 2.5 inches for the allowance. So I'll go ahead and use 1 inch to close it up. So I have 1.5 inches free from the both sides. So I'll go now and close it up, then hem the down part. Then I'll show you the final picture of how the dress looks. So you can see how it looks, the front and the back view.